Discussion regarding 2019 tax software update. Rich Lightner.
Okay, this goes back 5 to 10 years also. You heard us talking about software and that. And there's really not any software out there much that does what we do. There's two, Union County and Gaston County. They are actually working on getting stuff in the field. There's no other county, I don't care where you go in the state of North Carolina, I don't care what county you talk to, there's no county that can take a laptop or a tablet in the field and update the values like we have done in Macon County for the last 10 years. But with that being said, our mainframe software, and you got the information in your package, was written in 1970s at Orange County. It was Orange County developed it with a company. The company Infocell, Corcoran, was who we bought it from in '82. We've been on it. Jackson County, Haywood County, most all the counties are on it at one time. However, that software is 47 years old, something like that, and it's written in an engineering computer language, PIC, and nobody knows the PIC language. You can't tie Windows to it. You got to, it's total different software. There's only 4 counties now that's on it. 5, one's coming off. Us and Jackson are still on it. Haywood's come off, Henderson's come off, Watauga's come off. Going to more modern stuff that does what's required by the law in the appraisals, does what we need for the reports to the Department of Revenue and other places. The people we have program, when Barbara Jacobs was here, she was here from day one and she knew how to program some. But we hired Mike Peters with Good Picking, who used to work for the company that developed it. Well, Mike is 67 and he's retiring in the future, near future, but it takes 3 years minimum to get a software up and running. You do it during a reappraisal time, because if not, you got to run 2 softwares back and back, load one from one side to the next side, and it's not good. There are some developments out there on software. What I'm requesting, because we got to start the reappraisal, if we want to look at software and put it part of our 2023 package, we need to be looking at it now, signing up, and start developing it in the spring. So to get that out, we need to do an RFP, request for proposal, and I come here to ask the county to give me the permission to go out for a request for proposal for new operating software. If not, when, like I said, we're only 2 people. Last year we spent $63,000 keeping our software up to date, getting the reports and that out of it. So it's becoming a very cost prohibitive in trying to stay with old software, because that cost continues. There's no updates to it.
What's your best guess, Richard, on the cost?
Anywhere from, we have a lot of stuff on ours. We'll save some in some areas, but what we would, and I got the RFP ready and we'll put it out. It has to deal with our GIS, our land records and all that, because we take GIS in the field. There's counties, big counties, that still take out paper maps like you've seen here this evening. But when we go out there, I pull up to Mr. Bill's house, it shows me on GIS, satellite and everything, I'm in your yard. So it's got to work with that. With that, we're probably looking about $350,000, $400,000, but that's paid over. There's a big lump sum at the first year because you got to buy the software, and then it drops down. Like maintenance fees per year will run about $60,000, which is comparable to what we pay now. So We've been on this since '82, so you're looking at almost 40 years. So $250,000, $400,000 for 40-year investment is pretty good.
And also, Richard's been, he's been doing his homework on this, and for about the last 2 to 3 months, has been actively communicating with about 4 of these different firms, coming in, watching presentations with his whole staff in here. These folks have been coming in, presenting their software.
IT was involved too.
IT was involved as well, going out into the field, so we can be sure that it's compatible with what we have here at our network and things like that. So there's a lot of background and a lot of homework that Richard and the tax office have done leading up to being able to issue this RFP.
And one thing, going to new software, do anything, build a new deck that you've never built before, you're going to have some trial and error. Same way with software. What we've done in 40 years, we're not going to reduplicate it in 6 months or a year. It's going to take a while to mature that software, but you have to begin somewhere. We have no rights to a software right now except the 40-year-old stuff that we can't keep updating.
What's not been mentioned, Mr. Chairman, is the savings that this department has done over the years, every reval year. Just knowing what some of these other counties have spent, I'd say that Mr. Lightner has probably paid his own way in the department. So I think that it's pretty much time.
I agree with you. Information is useful. If we don't have it or don't know it, then we don't have anything else to compare it to. So I think it's a good idea to proceed. So
Make a motion to move forward, Commissioner.
got a motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Bill. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Board.
Thank you, Richard.
You've already voted, but just to understand, there's no money budgeted currently, so
Right.
by voting yes tonight, you're voting to give whatever money it costs. Just want to make that clear.
If we find the right.
Yeah, if you
Well,
find
if
the
we
right
find the right
product.
one.
If not,
We're just getting proposals.
Plan B.
Right.
Congratulations, Abby.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abby.
You'll do a great job.
Somebody had my.
Mike, where you going? It ain't open.